How you doing, guys? It's Terrible Isolation Trim Guy here, back again with another Football Manager video, this time a series, and I'm going to ask the question, can an Australian team win the Premier League? Crazy notion, I know, but it's something I really want to find out. Living in Australia, having seen our local league evolve so much over the last 10 or 15 years, there's a lot of talk as to sort of how good we actually are or how terrible we actually are. The A-League itself has seen various moments of high quality football and very professional moments, I wanted to see how we go in the English League structure. Now, I've transferred Adelaide United over to League 2. Just judging by the FIFA ratings, we should have a reasonable time, but I'll show you the squad. So here's the squad. Now, all of these players are from Adelaide United, ported directly over. Now, we had a bit of an issue with FFP because we've taken over Morecambe, who aren't exactly the richest, and turns out their wage budget is about a third of what Adelaide United's is, which surprised me. Even though these guys are all on about anywhere between £1,000 and £2,000 a week maximum. So all the guys that we couldn't afford in our £19,000 wage budget, we had to bring in on loan for the rest of their contract deals. Like if we look at Riley McGree, who should be a star in this series, he's actually under loan until the end of his Adelaide United contract. Now, of course, they still do exist in the game, but they're going to be very shit with all of these regens already in their squad. So I'll probably take a bit of time to introduce you to the rules of this save. So basically all these starting players are to be sourced from Adelaide United, of course, and of course players that couldn't be afforded, bring in on loan and bring them in on full contracts as soon as we can afford them. Now all starting squads, this is including when we hopefully get to the Premier League, must feature at least 3 Australians, because what we're focusing on here is the strength of Australian football. So once we get those big names like probably Matty Ryan, Aaron Moy would be the first on the list, maybe Tom Rogic as well, and Daniel Arzani from, I think he's at Celtic now. Those guys will be included in the main squad and really try and get a focus on how good Australian football can be. And the main league that we are going to be scouting, hopefully, will be the A-League as soon as we can get the scouting budget up. So we'll go to the formation that we're going to use for this series. It's just your typical 4-1-4-2, a bit of an attacking focus with these wingers, but that seems to be what Adelaide United are going with. This is roughly what you'd expect an Adelaide United team to look like. Don't know what he's doing there. We'll get Dorigo in. Starting from the back line, we've got Jonathan Mitchell, who isn't a Adelaide United listed player. He's a player that was already on loan at Morecambe when we took them over, but he's actually pretty good. He's at the moment displacing Paul Izzo, who is United's current keeper. Then the back four, Strain, Elsie, Jakobsen and Maria, pretty solid, not too bad. Defensive mids, where we might have a bit of trouble. Adelaide United not really having a standout defensive mid at the moment. Connor Kirby on loan at Morecambe when we took them over, probably the best option, but we've also got Morona and Konstantopoulos, whose name I'll probably pronounce wrong several times throughout the series. And then we got the big superstar Riley McGree, Australian under-23, and definitely future star of this series if we can keep him. Mirko Boland, he's a great player, but as you can see with his age, probably not too long for this series, I shouldn't imagine. When is his contract out? 2022, so we'll have him for a while and then we'll probably turf him. Ben Halloran, he's not a bad player. James Troisi, very good player, won us the Asian Cup in 2016, I think, got the winning goal there. Then we got Christian Opseth, who I wouldn't be surprised if he left the real Adelaide United at the end of this season. And then we've got our bench players here who I'll introduce you to in good time across the series, including George Blackwood, the man, the myth, the legend. So what we're going to do in this episode, we're not going to do a lot of transfer stuff because we, as you can see from our finances, we haven't got a lot of room, especially with FFP. We can only get to 19.5k, and if we were to pay all of these players, we'd be spending 42. So we won't be really doing a lot of transfers. Instead, we'll try and see what this squad's like with the friendlies. And let's start with, I'll just accept their vision. Their expectations, because it's Morecambe, they're currently second last in the League 2 standings when the coronavirus hit. They would be expecting to fight against relegation, but with the squad we have, as I was alluding to earlier, we should probably win the league. And it'll be a nice, not an easy start, but like a nice introduction to the league system before we move on to the harder challenges of League 1 and the Championship. So yeah, we will... yeah, self-sustainable, yikes. Considering that we're making use of at least 15 loans. Yeah, we're very self-sustainable. No, I'll skip to the first friendly and I'll meet you guys there. So here we go. No one's heard of me because I'm just some pleb on YouTube who's got 3 subscribers. Relegation battle indeed. Yeah, we can stay in this division for sure. Well, what do you mean we're... Okay. Right, there we go. They're happy about the code of conduct, but we will almost be certainty for promotion with this squad. Yeah, that's a very interesting response. Okay, so these are the friendlies we have. Sparta Prague, which is going to be a loss for us. Barnet, which that's going to be an interesting challenge because they're League 1. Oh no, that. Jeez, they've fallen. Bloody hell. Oh wow. Okay, so that will be a good test of where we are. And then Congleton, who are probably garbage. I've never heard of them. Yep. And then Lincoln, who are in League 1 now. Oh, congratulations. That'll be a really good test. And then Queen of the South from Scotland. Yeah. So those will actually be really good tests before our first match against Exeter. So I'll probably show the Sparta Prague match and maybe bits from the Lincoln and the Queen of the South matches. So the squad that we're going with, we can't use Maria obviously for a while because he's on holiday, so we'll put, probably Kitto is going to be a better fullback. And then we'll put, sub that bloke in because he's apparently going to be captain one day. Yeah, I think we'll be going with the lineup I mentioned earlier and introduce you to the guys on the bench when we get a chance to sub them on. Let's do this. Right, here we go. Kitto with the throw in. Oh, well, not a great one. Looks like Prague get the ball. Hopefully we can cut him off here. Gee, great passing. Not doing a whole lot to cut him down. Oh no, this is not looking great. Man in the middle. Oh, no, Mitchell with the save. Marvellous work. Okay, so we survived that. I'm not upset with a featureless first half. I mean, it's a great team that we're going up against, so that's not bad. That's not bad. I'll take that. Right, we'll take Troisi off for Miljusnic. Just don't want to go down to 10 men against Prague. And that'll be the first one for now. We'll make a few more subs in about 10 minutes. Here we go. Strain with a throw in to Riley McGree. What can we do here? Oh. It's going to be a goal, isn't it? That's going to be... Oh, thank goodness. I was going to say, if that's the way we ship the first one, then, oh, it's going to be a long series. Alright, let's make some subs. Opseth off for George Blackwood. What a legend. Do love Big George. He's about 6'3", so we should get some good headers in. Stefan Malk for Berland. Do we go off for Kirby just so we can get that quality in the middle? Jacobson for Marone. Oh, Strain, get him off that card. And oh, we haven't got a lot of quality replacements for him. That's something we're going to have to invest in, some wing-backs. Or some full-backs. And then Mitchell can come off for Izzo. So we're basically doing an NBA thing and subbing the whole team at once. Great job from Mitchell. He kicked it out quickly, probably too quickly. And Prague get the ball back again. Kelly in, McGree sort of fumbles it. Oh, what a shot. What a finish. Oh, don't dance like that. Come on, it's a friendly. Don't embarrass yourselves. Yeah, that was... I was hoping McGree could get onto that, but left too much space there, and yeah, what a finish. Mitchell's not doing anything about that. 1-0 to Sparta Prague. And yes, we will proceed with subbing the entire team after that. Here we go, Malk from the corner. Jakobsen's there. No, not quite. Out to Miliusnic. To Malk again. Second time's the charm, and Georgie Blackwood. Yes, exactly the way I wanted it. The man, the myth, the legend, King George Blackwood has scored our first goal for the series. Oh, I'm loving that. I'm loving that. And I told you, from a header, maybe. Oh, no, it was on the ground, so I clearly don't know anything, but still good tap in, and yeah, up to 1-1 against Sparta Prague. I will absolutely take that. Oh, thank God, I thought it was offside for a second. There we go. That's a surprise. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. That's a great start. Yeah, I'm stoked with that. I don't know why people were switching off there, but that's fantastic. George Blackwood. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. Don't know why that potential isn't 5 stars. Right, we're back. We've just played all but the last of the friendly games. Queen of the South is still to come, so that will be where I'll round out the episode. But I'll show you what's happened in the interim. So that's where we left off with the 1-1 against Prague, and then we got battered by Burnley. I still don't know how that happened. They scored a couple of worldies. Kamal's goal was sensational, and then we belted Congleton. Elsie with a solid 2 goals from centre back, and basically the defence scoring more than the offence wasn't something that I expected to happen from that one, but it did. Miliusnic played like a complete god. Then the match we just finished against Lincoln, Blackwood scoring from a header. Absolute goals there. Fantastic. You love to see it. Toure missing a penalty. Didn't play that well, but overall, I've been pretty happy. Tried out a new sort of 4-4-2 with emphasis on wing play, which seems to work quite well considering Lincoln are a League One side. So that's very positive. Also, the season predictions came in, and yeah, surprise, surprise, we are at the top now. So, to all the players at the start of the season who were thinking that I was being too ambitious by saying we wouldn't get relegated, now it looks like we're going to win the league, as I said at the start of the episode. So, we'll get to this friendly match with Queen of the South. Here we go. Halloran and Boland look like they're favourites for top goal scorer. That's good, that's good. Halloran, I don't think he's been scoring a lot, though, so far, from what I've seen. Let's see. Nope, and no. Then again, yeah, he's played every game, but he hasn't scored, so top scorer material there. Yeah. Start that again. Transfer activity so far, we tried to go for Michael Zullo from Sydney because we need a left back, and we didn't get through with that one. Zullo was not willing to negotiate terms with a League 2 club, and that's understandable. We did get that bloke in who was on trial. I think he's gone to the under 18s. Yes, here he is, Ash Kikbu. Let's put him in the senior squad. He actually showed some pretty good promise in the match we played him in, and you can't be unhappy with that. And plus, he can play left back. We might actually, we might actually play him at left back. Yep, so that'll make sure that we've got a left back in reserve. We really need Maria to come back from this holiday, and I think he has at this point. I can't see the date because my stupid webcam that doesn't work is in the way. Yeah, and then we've got another bloke who's coming on trial who we played in that last match. He did reasonably well. Martin, Martin, very good potential. Once again, a defender, so we're a bit stacked there. I think we'll pick him up. And we've had, we've had some scouts go out and try and find some young Aussies, and Cameron Burgess is still unavailable. Mark Milligan is someone I want to pick up, but I don't think he'll join us, which is unfortunate, especially considering that Southend are practically, they are last at the moment in League One in the real world. But those stats are just, I don't want to pass that up, and we need a defensive midfielder. So hopefully when the scout report comes back on him, we'll pick him up. That's what you want to see. That is what you want to see. Troisi and Mirko Boland looking likely to take out the best player of the league. And I should imagine that there's a few of our lads in there as well. Yep, Dream 11, we've got a few when Maria comes back. Jakobsen, Troisi, Boland, and Opseth. Even though Blackwood's been scoring a lot of goals. More than Opseth, so yeah. So yeah, we really need that left side to be no. Okay, thank God it's only a week. Thank God it's only a week. Oh, alarm bells were ringing there. That's really unfortunate, especially with that low match sharpness as well. As you can see, we also transfer listed a few of the youngsters who probably aren't going to get work permits when their contracts get renewed. Now we're playing the new bloke who we just got in, Ayoma. And where's our other trialist? I don't know where he has gone, because I had him at centre-back. But he's gone somewhere I know not where, so anyway, let's start this match. I think if we've got no one else on the... yeah, Howard and Morone will be fine to miss out, because they've got sharpness. Okay, cool. This is going to be a tough one. Straight out the bat, it's going to be a good fight. Right, no one cares. Cool. Let's do this. I don't think so, because the Championship's a good league. So here we go. Holt with the throw-in. Wonder if he's their captain. Ha 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 ha. It's starting to get a little bit worrying. There we go. Oh, jeez. Good challenge there. Typical Scottish play. Ooh. That was a bit too close. That's a line with the ball. Oh, no. Oh. That's not what you want to see. He's just abandoned the post there, as you can see. Not sure who that... Oh, that was... Yeah, that was Kiddo, I think, who just abandoned the post and then went back to it far too late. I want to get the match fitness into him just in case we have to use him. I'm not happy with that at all. Gee, no one cares. Yeah, you're being lazy. Come on, boys. I might make a few subs in a second because this lineup's obviously not getting the job done unless we go to a single striker system. We'll go to a single striker system, and then Toure for Dorigo. Yeah, I was going to say also for Blackwood, but no, that can't happen. Get some sharpness into Izzo, and yeah, we just make a few changes through here. Yeah, it's just pretty grim at the moment in this one. Oh, don't tell me it's going to get worse. Oh, great save from Mitchell. And yeah, we just get out of that one. So I'm hoping that this single striker system will give us a bit more presence in the midfield. Oh, wow. Wow. Great work from, I think that's Izzo in goal now. And yet we get out of that one again. Still down though, and that's a worrying sign. Considering that apparently this game expected us to win, which I still don't agree with. So line with ball now. They're working their way through the middle far too easily. And that's going to be... Oh, no, we clear it. It's not going to be a highlight for us, though. Don't tell me they're going to rebound it in. Oh, that's pathetic. Oh, that would have been a terrible goal to give up. Peak Route 1 stuff. Gross, here we go. Jakobsen with the throw in. Oh, that's god-awful. That's terrible. Boo keeps it alive. Long ball in. Nothing of it. Jakobsen again, don't lose that. Oh, he's lost it. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh no, oh bollocks, oh... Okay, cool, we got it back. It's ours now, it's ours now. Whose highlight is this? Kirby with a long ball. That's what I think of that. That's gross. Unless it's not going to lead to a goal for us, is it? No, that'd be stupid. That'd be stupid. Oh, and there's a penalty. Yes, of course that's how it works. So who have we got taking it? I'm hoping that it's Troisi, but it's Jakobsen. He's not bad. Oh, only just scrapes it in, and it's 1-1. Thank you very much for that. And yeah, there we go. Okay, so... yeah, I don't know what to think of that. I really don't know what to think of that. So, yeah, that's been the start of our journey. It's been a bit rocky so far, but hopefully when we crack into League 2, it might be a bit more of a smoother ride. Thank you very much for watching. I think we'll leave it there, and do be sure to like the video if you did enjoy the journey and you think this idea might well be a good one. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you on the next episode.